Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the Pasco man who was killed in King County after a tree fell on his car has been identified. And Walla Walla police are searching for the person responsible for stealing around $45,000 worth of collectible trading cards. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Monday, February 19th. Happy Monday to everybody. Let's check in right away on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, we're getting fog in some areas, but not all of them. What exactly is going on?
We have that fog developing, Jessica, in the foothills of the Blues, primarily into portions of Walla Walla and Pendleton. Now, it has been a damp weekend, an unsettled weekend, and that trend continues today. We did have a little bit of rain overnight, just a couple of showers now moving off to the north and east of Walla Walla, and the rest of us looking at dry conditions. Now, here's that dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock. For Walla Walla up at Dayton and Pendleton, so the foothills of the Blues, that is where visibility is the lowest. In Walla Walla, it's below a quarter of a mile at this point, down to 3 miles in Pendleton. So if you're traveling in or around those areas, make sure to be alert for rapidly changing visibility and allow for a little bit of extra travel time. The rest of us in the mid to upper 30s, it's a chilly start, don't get me wrong, and we will have the chance for scattered light rain showers really during the morning and afternoon hours. Temperatures will be climbing into the middle 40s for Yakima, Tri-Cities, lower 40s for Walla Walla with that fog this morning. But we'll see a nice warming trend by the end of the work week, so we'll break that down for you coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And police say one person was stabbed in Richland after the Richland Police Department responded to a call for help in the 300 block of Cottonwood Drive. This was on Friday just before 4 p.m. Officials say one person is in the hospital with a non-life-threatening stab wound, and the suspect ran from the scene. Officers asked the public to stay clear of the area because of a safety concern on a Facebook post, but the area has since been cleared and is deemed safe for the public. And a Pasco man was found dead after a tree fell onto his car on State Route 18 near Issaquah on Wednesday. Officials identified the man as 23-year-old Ricardo Lopez Gayton. Washington State Patrol troopers said the man was traveling eastbound on State Route 18 just before 9 p.m. when the tree fell onto the barrier from the south side of the roadway. That's when the tree then hit Gayton's car, and Gayton was pronounced dead at the scene. There was nobody else in the car at the time of the crash, and at this time, it's unknown what caused the tree to fall. An alleged scammer who's been operating in Yakima has been indicted for impersonating a U.S. Marshal and fraudulently obtaining $39,000. The indictment alleges that Chamorro Vijay Strothers and an unnamed co-schemer called a victim, told her she was speaking with law enforcement, and that an active warrant was out for her arrest. The co-schemer then told the woman she would need to meet Strothers near Egley's bail bonds in Yakima and pay a $14,000 bond to avoid arrest. And when she arrived, Strothers allegedly approached the victim, collected the cash, and presented her with a handwritten receipt with the fraudulent case number. The scam was ran again on the same victim, this time for $25,000, and allegedly told the victim he could not identify himself because he was a U.S. Marshal.
This was entirely a scam, and the individual was brought 2 times to pay Mr. Struthers money, believing that he was a U.S. Marshal and trying to avoid the complications of an arrest.
Walla Walla police are investigating a suspected theft after local comic and game store Digital Heroes says a package that held $45,000 worth of merchandise, that is, vanished from a FedEx truck. The incident occurred on February 6th when a shipment containing 5 graded cards disappeared while out for delivery. The missing cards include a 1986 Michael Jordan rookie card and 4 Magic the Gathering cards from the original 1993 Alpha release. The store is asking that anybody with information help them get the cards back, no questions asked. Both lanes of I-82 eastbound or near Wapato are closed after an embankment failure discovered last week has gotten worse. According to authorities, an irrigation culvert under the highway partially collapsed due to corrosion and age, which led to the embankment failure. More damage occurred during the excavation process, which impacted the other side of the highway. There's no estimated time to reopen, but in the meantime, eastbound traffic will detour off I-82 at exit 37A and use US 97, McDonald Road, and State Route 22 to get back to the highway. Westbound travelers will detour off at exit 50 onto Buena Road and take Yakima Valley Highway and Donald Wapato Road to return to I-82. Construction on the new Benton County Election Center has begun. Benton County is working to modernize the election center after recently purchasing the old Kennewick Fire Station by the administration building. The county hopes to make parking at the election center more convenient for the community. Riley Olera, the construction manager, says he's hoping people will notice the difference.
We figured in this project we'd be able to extend the parking and create just more space for both staff and the public to park at. And as far as the directional signage goes, as we develop this campus, the intent will be to build on these signs and add some clarity as to where the facilities are.
The goal is to be ready for November's general election, but Olero says he's hoping to finish even earlier by mid-August of this year. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a new study from the University of Washington says that some fast food may be even worse for you than you originally thought. And looking outside, temperature is a chilly 38 degrees. We'll be back with more headlines after this.
After a car accident, the road to recovery can get quite expensive. An ambulance ride to the hospital, helicopter evacuation, physical therapy, the list is endless. Will the insurance company pay for all of this? And what about your pain and suffering?
Buy more, save more during the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. With the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. And check out doorbusters while they last. Plus, get 6 years no interest financing. But don't wait, the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Young and old, come dance the night away. Active for Life presents Senior Prom. The festivities take place March 28th at the Red Lion Pasco. This year's theme is Dancing Through the Decades. This event is open to the public, so grab your favorite senior and dress up in your favorite decade. There'll be a red carpet walkthrough with dinner, drinks, and dancing, plus a photo booth, games, and tons of prizes. Get your tickets online at Solutions in Home Care, Wheatland Bank, or Family Resource Home Care. Senior Prom at the Pasco Red Lion. Brought to you by Active for Life's fine sponsors and title sponsor Chinook Home Healthcare.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax,
I broke 4 generations of family tradition with 5 little words. Ma, I want to make perfume. Getting my business off the ground was a full-time job.
so I made Barbara's new sidekick count by guaranteeing 100% accurate filing and a maximum refund. Make your moves. We'll make them count. Intuit TurboTax. 100% accuracy guaranteed.
Here comes the Central Washington Sportsman Show, February 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Sun Dome in Yakima. Come see the giant fishing demo tank, shoot a big one at the 4D Archery Simulator. Check out the Northwest Big Game Display, hunting and fishing seminars, horn and antler competition, and the kids' fishing pond. See all the exhibits, boats, RVs, guides, outfitters, and more at the Central Washington Sportsman Show, February 23rd, 24th, 25th at the Sun Dome in Yakima with free parking.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 483 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and the only critical access hospital in the state of Washington. For more than 75 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege, and we look forward to bringing you a new hospital in 2025. This is how we care.
Put this away while you're driving and avoid all distractions. Remember, driving is a privilege to be taken seriously, and we all have the obligation to protect public safety. For over 30 years, the team at Allen Brecky Law Offices has helped people injured in accidents.
Want free college or career training? It's possible. Go to wogrant.org.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health news, while fast food isn't usually known for its dietary benefits, new research from the University of Washington says chemicals in the food packaging and preparation process can be a serious concern for unborn children. Most expectant mothers attempt to avoid chemicals during pregnancy, especially a type called phthalates, which are commonly found in plastic. While some experts worry they can impact adults' hormones, the concern is even higher for babies because those chemicals can impact the very building blocks of the baby's body.
Exposures to phthalates during pregnancy are well known to be linked with numerous poor health outcomes in the child. These include preterm birth, disrupted child reproductive development, and lower IQ. One of the adverse associations of phthalates during pregnancy is with reduced fertility in males. This could be lower sperm count, for instance, when they become adults.
Even the use of vinyl gloves can contaminate food with phthalates, and according to researchers, for now expectant moms should focus on eating as much fresh food as possible and avoid ultra-processed options. But the government must also take action to make sure that phthalates aren't allowed in food preparation and storage. Also, a new study shows grandparents can have a positive influence on a mother's mental health, especially when mothers are separated from their partners. Researchers in Finland tracked nearly 500,000 mothers of young children between 2000 and 2014. They found mothers were less likely to use antidepressants if their own parents were younger than 70 and were still working and did not have their own health problems. The study found access to grandparents' help made mothers feel less depressed, especially if they were apart from their partners. But moms with older parents or in-laws in poor health or living far away were more likely to turn to antidepressants. And the research appears in the journal Population Studies. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Saturday was the 70th anniversary of a first state staple in the Tri-Cities. We'll hear from the owners of the Roll Arena Skate Center about 7 decades of a family business. And looking outside, it's dark and early, 38 degrees. The sunset tonight is going to be 5:28 p.m. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your sunrise information and your first alert full forecast. That is when we come back.
It was a love story that started in church and ended with murder.
Please tell me this isn't real.
What secrets were about to be revealed?
The truth would be almost too strange to believe.
Bad Romance, all new tonight on ABC.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
How does free college or career training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant is one of the most generous financial aid programs in the country. Eligible Washington residents can get free money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. You can go full-time or part-time, so you can work and continue your education at the same time. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
It's a great time to improve your sleep and pay less during the President's Day mattress event at Walker's.
Enjoy the best selection of all your favorite mattress brands. And with select iComfort or Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattress purchases, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture plus a $100 prepaid MasterCard, as well as 5 years no-interest financing.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
This week at all Walker's Furniture locations.
It's a home unlike any other.
It's not a hotel, it's not a motel, it's something that you can feel at home in.
In a magnificent setting.
Make you feel like you're in another world.
The Schweitzer Castle. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Are you nervous?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Hot off the press. 3, 2, 1, gotta run with the best.
You ready to think about crime again?
nothing yet.
This is our city. We're here to protect people. Our shift isn't over yet.
No playing is safe. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Next live, Will Trent star Ramon Rodriguez and the Daytona 500 winner. Plus, live heads to Vegas, February 27th through March 1st.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Hope everyone had a great weekend. In fact, some of you may have the day off today, so you may be enjoying your long weekend. And we have some more unsettled weather in the forecast for today. So let's get right to it. We have a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock this morning. That's for the foothills of the Blues. That does include Dayton, Walla Walla, and Pendleton, and that's where visibility is the lowest this morning. We have visibility below a quarter of a mile in Walla Walla. We're down to 3 miles in Pendleton, but the rest of the region not seeing or waking up to any fog this morning. Now our temperatures are above freezing essentially everywhere except for Dayton, where we're at 32 degrees. We're at 33 in Walla Walla, 38 in the Tri-Cities, and 38 degrees in Yakima. So our first alert radar showing that we did have some spotty showers move through overnight. Now a little bit of light rain impacting Dayton, and that is about it. So as you're getting ready to head off to work, if you do have to work today on this President's Day, I think the morning drive will be dry for many of you, but we do expect more rain to push in during the late morning, early afternoon hours. So take that umbrella with you just in case. Here's the big picture. We have a big dip in the jet stream just off the west coast. We have an upper level low spinning offshore. And what's going to happen is we're going to have spokes of energy moving across the state of Washington and Oregon. And what's going to happen, that's going to add for more moisture and development of the rain showers as we get into the late morning and early afternoon hours. By this evening, things should start to settle down and we'll start to dry things out. So here's your futurecast hour by hour. We're starting off with a lot of clouds out there this morning. Then through the afternoon hours, or late morning, I should say, around lunchtime, we start to see another batch of light rain showers moving across the region. That'll continue into the early afternoon, and then for your evening drive, I think things are looking quieter. So today, temperatures in the low and middle 40s. That's below our average high this time of year, which is right around 50 degrees. So it will be a chilly day. Tonight, will stay mostly cloudy, maybe a stray shower, nothing more than that. And there may be some areas of patchy fog that develops by tomorrow morning as temperatures drop down into the lower 30s. Let's take it into your Tuesday. So we'll start off with some patchy fog and we'll keep a slight chance for a shower or two in the forecast tomorrow. Slightly better chances along the foothills of the Blues and across the Cascades. So I think many of us will probably end up staying dry on Tuesday, and that'll probably be the case on Wednesday as well. Tomorrow, highs around 50 degrees, so at least our temperatures are going in the right direction, and that warming trend continues. Your 7-day forecast showing that we're looking at 50 on Wednesday. Now, the best days in this 7-day will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll see more sunshine. Those will be the warmest days, highs in the middle 50s. Yakima, 44 today, 47 tomorrow, 49 on Wednesday, and then we're back in the 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In Walla Walla, a good chance for showers today. We'll keep that chance at about 30% tomorrow and Wednesday. Certainly not a washout any of these days. Lower 50s Thursday, Friday. Hermiston, 43. We're back in the 50s tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the best days. The pattern becoming more unsettled by the end of this weekend and into next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And this weekend was the 70th anniversary for a favorite business here in the Tri-Cities. The Roll Arena Skating Center is celebrating 7 decades in Richland. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Good morning, Riley. How was the celebration?
A lot of fun. It was popping in there. I heard it was consistently busy basically the entire day yesterday. 7 decades is something to be proud of, especially under one family. I talked with owners Alan and Judy Bacon and one of their daughters, Kelsey, who is planning to take the reins one of these days. What I really wanted to know was, in 70 years, what has changed?
Everything has changed. In other ways, nothing has changed.
It was a day to look back on history, and a lot of people saying, do you remember when? Spotlighting stories dating back 70 years at the hotspot of many family favorite memories. Howard and Grace Bacon opened the Roll Arena Skating Center in 1953. It was 1977 when their son Alan took over the family business. Over time, technology is one of the biggest things that has changed in the 70-year history.
Technology for the construction of the skates, the music delivery, the lighting system, all of that has evolved over time, and I expect that it will continue to do so.
The Roll Arena is a staple for kids' birthday parties and teenage dates, and it stayed that way all while staying in the same family. The Bacons say their daughter Kelsey has taken on the role of general manager, and soon the future of the iconic skating rink will be with her.
Life just kind of has worked out so that I'm in the right place at the right time, and it's an exciting opportunity to be able to carry on the business another 70 years. I think that would be really fun to see what happens in the next couple decades.
Admission and concession proceeds at the 70th anniversary skate were donated to My Friend's Place, a homeless shelter for teenagers. And the Roll Arena is also matching those funds raised.
So it was exciting to be able to help them, and then the last 10 years we've been able to do a lot more fundraisers, and they've been able to grow, and they have more support from the community as well.
More than $33,000 have been raised by the Roll Arena in the past decade for My Friend's Place. While some traditions may be new and programs have changed, skaters know that the Roll Arena is still on the same roll that it's always been on.
So a lot of people come in and see the barreled roof, and that never changes, but everything else has changed. But what hasn't changed is the fun of being on 8 wheels and hanging out with family and friends. That will never change.
Kelsey says the Roll Arena has a really strong adults night weekly on Thursdays of all of those people who used to skate there as kids. So everyone knows that I'm a Richland girl, born and raised. So Jessica, I had to bring this out for today.
Oh my goodness, that's a vintage Roll Arena sweater or sweatshirt shirt.
So this is my Roll Arena roller hockey jersey from when I was, I think, 9 or 10 years old.
Okay, that is really cute. Do you still wear that, Riley?
Absolutely not. It's a youth small. I don't think I fit into a youth small.
Oh, we'll have to go there and check it out. This makes me want to go and try out the Roll Arena. It looks so much fun.
It's so much fun. You know, I don't get a lot of excuses to pull this out, you know. So the Roll Arena doesn't have hockey anymore, but you can read about the programs they do have on our website, applevalley.news.now.com. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And effective February 29th, George Kliavkov will no longer be commissioner of the Pac-12. The two-sentence media release also said more details about new leadership of the Pac-12 would be announced this week. Kliavkov has been the president of sports and entertainment for MGM Resorts International since 2018. During his time as commissioner, the Pac-12 has lost every school but Washington and Oregon, who plan to rebuild in the coming years. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, after a day celebration turned into a nightmare for many Kansas City fans, they're starting the healing process, with the Super Bowl MVP leading the way.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction: some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact: Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Now, you might be wondering, do I deserve a free Samsung Galaxy S24? You do. You deserve it. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Incredible. It's incredible.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. US Cellular.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more.
Stop in for our Founders Celebration Sale and save up to $150 on select sets of 4 tires.
Next ET.
What a night, what a night, what a night.
ET Vault Unlocked Oprah. 5 decades of never-before-seen interviews.
You know you've made it when Entertainment Tonight is talking to you.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Why isn't the Fred Meyer shooter going to prison? Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So the Super Bowl MVP is doing what he can to help his community heal from the deadly shooting at the championship parade in Kansas City as he and his wife visited some of the injured children. Patrick and Brittany Mahomes visited 2 sisters who were injured during Wednesday's shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory rally. According to a statement from the girls' family, the 8 and 10-year-olds were both shot in the legs. They've gone through surgery and will be wearing casts for the next couple months. The family shared these pictures of the Super Bowl's most valuable player and his wife. In the statement, the family thanked Mahomes and the staff at Children's Mercy Hospital. And Friday, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Hunt Family Foundation, and the NFL announced they are donating $200,000 to KC Strong, an emergency fund for the victims. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a suburb of Minneapolis held a vigil yesterday after 2 police officers and 1 firefighter were killed responding to a domestic incident. And after the deadly shooting at the Super Bowl championship parade that we just talked about, Kansas City citizens took to the streets Saturday in a rally to demand an end to gun violence.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple's reportedly about to face a big fine. The Financial Times says European regulators are set to fine Apple more than $500 million. The fine follows an investigation into claims that Apple hindered third-party music services on its devices. A disturbing revelation for homeowners who use Wise security cameras. Some users were given access to cameras from other people's homes. The company says user data was corrupted after an outage. Wise insists the mishap only involved thumbnails and says users were not able to view live streams from others. And Google is testing a feature that will do the dialing for you. The Talk to a Live Rep function would call a business for you and then stay on hold until a live rep is available. It's similar to Pixel's Hold for Me, except Live Rep would navigate the entire calling process. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
When you smell the amazing scent of Gain Flings, time stops. Your heart races. Your eyes close. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
With a laundry detergent. Gain Flings, seriously good scent. And 50% more fresh. Now that's love at first sniff.
Tear into it. A new adventure. A new discovery. It's all out there. They just need the crunch of Nature Valley to get after it. Life happens out there.
Long after guests leave, viruses and bacteria linger. Air fresheners add a scent,
But only Lysol Air Sanitizer helps erase the trace, eliminating odor and killing 99.9% of viruses and bacteria in the air. Scent can't sanitize, Lysol can.
Right now in Good Morning Northwest, a vigil was held Sunday night for the 3 first responders killed when a gunman opened fire at a home in Burnsville, Minnesota. Well, on Saturday, dozens of people rallied in Kansas City, Missouri to demand an end to gun violence. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast as well. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:30 on Monday, February 19th. We'll check in right away on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, what can we expect as people are waking up or heading out the door this morning?
Jessica, we're dry right now. We do have some patchy fog developing along the foothills of the Blues, but this weekend it was dreary, it was wet at times, and we'll likely see that weather continue into your President's Day. So right now, dense fog advisory until 10 o'clock this morning for Walla Walla, for Dayton, and for Pendleton, and that is where visibility is the lowest all across the region. We're down to less than a quarter of a mile in Walla Walla. That actually has just updated to 1 mile now. So visibility may be getting a little bit better in spots, and then we'll likely see that number fluctuate. We did have a couple of showers move through overnight. Now those showers moving to the north and east of Dayton. This is just some very light rain out there. Our temperatures are currently sitting in the mid to upper 30s. So here's what you'll need as you head out the door. You'll need the warm jacket with temperatures in the 30s. You'll also need the umbrella, not to use this morning, but I think those rain chances go up later this morning and into the early afternoon. High temperatures today only around 44, but we will see a nice warming trend this week. We'll show you that 7-day forecast coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And just an overnight, a shooting at an Indianapolis Waffle House, killing at least 1 person and injuring 5 others. Police say the shooting happened after a fight broke out between 2 groups early Monday morning. Of the victims, 1 woman died from her injuries at the hospital, and 1 man remains in serious condition, while another 3 and a woman are in stable condition. So that's 3 men and 1 woman, and the shooting is under investigation. And now to the 3 first responders shot and killed during a standoff in Minnesota. The 2 police officers and a paramedic were responding to a domestic violence call, which are among the most dangerous calls for police. A vigil was held last night to honor the 3 men. 2 of them were just 27 years old, the other 40, and the governor has ordered flags to be flown at half staff across the state. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
This morning, a Minneapolis suburb is described as heartbroken after 2 police officers and a firefighter were shot and killed responding to a domestic violence call.
We are all hurting. Our officers, our fire department, our families, all of our staff, our community.
The call came in early yesterday in Burnsville, Minnesota. An armed suspect was reported to be inside the home along with several other people, including 7 children. Police started negotiating with the suspect, but then things escalated. Shots rang out, and in the gunfire, officers Paul Elmstrand, Matthew Ruge, and firefighter paramedic Adam Finseth were killed. Police say Finseth died trying to help one of the injured officers.
3 members of our team made the ultimate sacrifice for this community. They are heroes.
Authorities say the suspect was also killed in the shootout, adding they found several guns and large amounts of ammunition inside the home.
I can tell you at least 1 of the officers was shot inside of the home. The other 2 that were deceased, we're still piecing together if it was inside or outside of the home. But I can tell you that officer that took fire inside of the home and once they were outside of the home.
Experts say domestic disturbance calls are among the most dangerous for police, representing 8.5% of the total number of officers killed in the last decade. And nearly 4,200 officer assaults are reported on average every year from domestic violence calls. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
As for the case in Minnesota, another police officer who was shot is expected to survive. No one else in the home was injured. And an emotional gathering in Kansas City, Missouri on Saturday as dozens of people joined together for a rally against guns. Some in the crowd held up signs to ban assault weapons. The protest happened just days after gunfire erupted at a celebration honoring the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. A 43-year-old mother and disc jockey Lisa Lopez Galvin died. At least 23 other people were hurt during the shooting. During Saturday's rally, Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas told protesters he never expected a shooting would occur during the celebration or that people would have to run for their lives. He called for change and told demonstrators, quote, "It doesn't have to be this way."
I'm just a guy who wants to make sure that I can drop my kid off at daycare without the fear of him being shot. Right. That we can play in a park without the fear of him being shot. Right. That we can go to a parade without the fear of him being shot.
Police have charged 2 juveniles in connection with the shooting, and they say there could be more arrests. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, job interviews have become more complicated in recent years, with more employers assigning take-home work in the interview process. We'll take a look at the numbers and look at why this trend is happening. And looking outside, temperature is still 38 degrees. A little chilly. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
It's implausible.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
It's the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress.
That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend.
4 days to check out the fantastic Summit Queen for only $299.99.
Or score fantastic deals on Tempur-Pedic with up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 gift, plus 6 years new interest and free shipping.
As improbable as it seems, the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
At Spec Buick GMC, Eastern Washington's truck headquarters, get up to 10% off MSRP on a new GMC Sierra or gets rates as low as 3.9% for 60 months. Whether you're looking for a half-ton, 3/4 ton, or 1-ton truck with almost 200 new and pre-owned trucks in inventory, we've got you covered. As a dealer that only stocks its lot with locally owned vehicles, nobody pays more for your trade. Get incredible deals, low rates, and 90 days till first payment on your next truck at Spec. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered, motion-activated, multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In business news, job interviews have changed over the years as the hiring process has evolved, from in-person sit-downs to Zoom meetings and even AI interviews. But the latest trend doesn't have to do with how the interview takes place. It's what you're required to do outside of the interview on your own time. ABC's Rena Roy has more.
Trying to land a new job can take a lot of time, and it's becoming even more of an undertaking for some. Glassdoor lead economist Daniel Zhao says more and more companies are now assigning homework to potential hires during the interview process.
What we found is that mentions of take-home assignments or interview homework are up 121% compared to pre-COVID when we look at Q4 2023. So a pretty dramatic increase in job seekers talking about take-home assignments as part of their interview processes.
While sometimes the assignments are as simple as answering supplemental questions, Zhao says some require a lot more time and effort.
They're asking people to prepare maybe a presentation that they will actually present when they come on site. Or you might see that for a data scientist, they might be given a data set and asked to clean it and prepare an analysis. And those kinds of homework assignments can take many hours, if not longer.
Zhao says these work sample tests are great for employers to figure out if a candidate is a good fit for the role, but often they end up putting a lot of pressure on candidates to do work that might not even get them the job at the end of the day.
So one thing that we do hear is that candidates who have these take-home assignments early in the process feel like it's a waste of time because it's a pretty low probability that they'll actually get the job, whereas candidates who get these assignments later in the process are more understanding of the need for this kind of test.
If you're assigned homework on your next job interview, Zhao says to decide whether you want to commit the time for that particular job. In the end, it can be a great way to show off your skills and make yourself stand out as a candidate. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And a boom in U.S. productivity may explain how inflation slowed amid a strong economy. Productivity is measured by dividing all the goods and services produced in the economy by every hour the people worked. If it's strong, then that means the economy is being more productive. Data from the Labor Department shows that it increased 2.7% in the fourth quarter from a year earlier. That's also above the average increase over the past 2 decades. The strong productivity meant higher wage growth for workers, and the employers did not have to pass the buck to consumers since they were producing enough to cover the labor costs. And hundreds of union workers are now on strike against one of the largest brewery companies in the country. About 400 Teamster workers hit the picket line on Saturday after negotiators could not work out a new contract with Molson Coors Brewery in Fort Worth, Texas. The workers continue to strike on Sunday. The union says it's trying to negotiate a new 3-year contract. It's seeking higher pay and better health and retirement benefits. Teamsters President Sean O'Brien said Molson Coors had record earnings last year, and its workers are fighting to get what they have earned. The company says while it respects the right of the union to strike, it has contingency plans in place. And it does not expect the strike will impact customers. It also said it's trying to work out a fair and equitable agreement with the union. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a scary moment for cyclists on the west side after a cougar attacked a group of cyclists rising a trail. And looking outside, temperature is still 38 degrees. That sunrise is at 6:54 a.m. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast that is coming up very soon. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Why isn't the Fred Meyer shooter going to prison? Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Tuesday.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Toyota has 22 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all.
Again.
There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss out on impressive President's Day savings.
Let's roll.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in MAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
This washer and dryer set is on sale for only $4.99 each. This is a great value on a Samsung top-load laundry pair.
Fred's has a limited supply of Samsung top-load laundry pairs marked down over $400 on the set.
This family-size laundry set can easily handle big loads and comes with a soft close lid that closes safely and quietly.
Only $4.99 each for Samsung laundry sets is a terrific value.
Don't miss Fred's President's Day sale, going on now.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there. You know, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
TurboTax makes all your moves count, whether you bought a house or started an award-winning TV show.
That's right. We guarantee 100% accurate taxes.
She's good. That's Connie. Hey, Connie.
Hi there.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This weekend, it was a bit dreary, damp at times during the day yesterday, and it was on the chilly side, and that weather is going to continue into your President's Day. So I know not the best weather if you have a long holiday weekend and are enjoying the day off today. Dense fog advisory in effect for the foothills of the Blues. That includes Dayton, Walla Walla, and Pendleton, for visibilities dropping below 1/4 mile at times this morning. And we're seeing that in Walla Walla. So the visibility in Walla Walla continuing to fluctuate. So prepare for reduced visibility. Allow for some extra travel time if you live in Walla Walla or you're traveling to Walla Walla this morning. And Pendleton, same story. We're down to about 1 mile, but I wouldn't be surprised if that number continues to fluctuate through around sunrise. Temperatures are on the chilly side. We're in the 30s, most of us above freezing, 33 in Dayton and Walla Walla, and we're sitting at 38 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 38 in Yakima. Here's the First Alert radar. We did see a couple of showers moving through overnight. Now that rain has pushed off to the north and east of Dayton. So we're dry for the time being, but we will likely see more activity develop over the next few hours. So here's the big picture. We have a big dip in the jet stream, an upper level low spinning offshore. So what's going to happen is, as this continues to spin, we'll likely see spokes of energy move along that jet stream, and that'll spark off additional showers later this morning into early this afternoon. Things start to wind down overnight gradually, and then we're looking at a drier second half of the work week. So let's take you hour by hour, showing you what to expect. Cloudy skies this morning, foggy in the foothills of the Blues. Otherwise, your morning drive should be dry. If you're going into work a little bit later today, maybe 10, 11, 12 o'clock, that's when we will see a batch of light rain showers move across the region. Not going to add up to much in the rain gauge at all, but it's kind of just that annoying light rain that we're used to. And then as we take you into the afternoon, it looks like that batch of showers pushes northward by 3, 4 o'clock. And I think your evening commute is looking mainly dry. High temperatures today kept down due to the rain and the cloud cover, low and middle 40s. Now that upper level system will slowly start to shift eastward tomorrow and Wednesday, so we'll start to dry things out. But overnight tonight, we will see temperatures drop into the lower 30s, and there could be some patchy fog around in the morning tomorrow as everyone heads back to work and school. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy. Can't rule out a spot shower, but I think many of us will end up staying dry Tuesday and Wednesday. But here comes the warming trend. 50 degrees tomorrow and then we'll likely see 50 on Wednesday, just a 20% chance for a shower Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are the best days on that 7-day forecast. Look at those temperatures, middle 50s, and then our next system could impact us by the end of next weekend. Yakima, 44 today, 47 tomorrow, 49 on Wednesday, and then the 50s making a comeback starting on Thursday. Walla Walla, we could see a few additional showers tomorrow and Wednesday. We have 50s in the forecast. Thursday, Friday, and into this upcoming weekend. Hermiston, 43 in the 50s tomorrow. Slight chance for a spotty shower Tuesday, Wednesday, and then drying things out. So the middle to second half of the work week looking much better weather-wise, with potentially more rain pushing in by the end of the weekend and into next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And now on to a scary story. A group of bikers were attacked by a cougar, but then managed to pin it down. Julie Calhoun reports.
News of a cougar attack, startling to those hitting the trails.
I'm shocked, definitely shocked. Never heard of attack of cyclists. I thought they mostly attack, hikers in remote areas in the wilderness.
It's kind of surprising just because I find I don't worry about cougar attacks necessarily. I tend to think of them as being pretty rare.
But early Saturday afternoon, a cougar attack on a group of 5 cyclists, injuring a 60-year-old woman. Her fellow bikers pinned down the cougar until a Washington Fish and Wildlife agent was able to get there.
They did struggle with this animal. They did fight back. And if it wasn't for these people, the lady that was attacked would be in much worse shape.
Agents did shoot and kill the cougar, which was a kitten around 6 months old, according to the Fish and Wildlife statewide cougar specialist.
It is likely the younger ones who cause the most trouble because they're still figuring things out. They're still figuring out how to take down prey, what's good.
The group was in a wilderness area along Tokal Creek, 5 miles north of Snoqualmie. A second cougar was spotted by one of the cyclists and took off. While it didn't attack anyone, Fish and Wildlife searched for the animal using hounds to track it. But by nightfall, had to stop the search.
Where this happened was close to a creek, where it's their natural place to follow because that's where prey goes. These bicyclists just happen to be in that place, wrong place at the wrong time. They don't look for people, to stay away from people 99% of the time.
WDFW says cougar attacks are rare in the state. In the last 100 years, there have been 2 deadly attacks and 20 that left someone hurt, and has advice on what to do if you encounter one.
Don't act like a prey, make noise, act big, don't run, don't approach him.
And now, those biking the trails, keeping an extra eye out.
I'll just be a bit more cautious, yeah.
Julie Calhoun, King 5 News.
Okay, you can bet if I was one of those that helped pin down the cougar, I would be telling that story for the rest of my life. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, today is President's Day, which means it's a perfect time to learn a bit more about the men that have led our country. We'll have a few fun facts this President's Day next.
Think about the best night's sleep you've ever had. At Tempur-Pedic, we're dedicated to helping you sleep like that. With breakthrough solutions that help relieve pressure, aches and pains, keep you cool if you sleep hot, and even automatically detect and respond to snoring, so you get the deep, comfortable, undisturbed rest you deserve. Save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets during our President's Day event at Meredith Furniture.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
Now is the perfect time to get a big deal on a brand new Honda. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means deals on Pilot, on CR-V, on HR-V, on Accord, on Civic, and the rest of the Honda lineup. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% APR financing on the Honda Pilot or HR-V. But don't wait. For big deals on America's best brand, hurry into your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer today.
He is incredibly dangerous. He should not be released.
After a deadly shooting at Richland's Fred Meyer, why isn't the shooter going to prison?
It doesn't feel like justice was fully done here.
Find out when the county prosecutor talks to Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Tuesday.
Apple Valley News Now, celebrating President's Day.
We did see a couple of showers overnight, but now that light rain has pushed north and east of Dayton, so we're dry at this time. We do have some dense fog, though, along the foothills of the Blues. Now, there will be chances for scattered light rain showers later this morning into the afternoon. High temperatures on the chilly side, 44 in Yakima, 42 in Toppenish, 38 Cle Elum, 40 degrees in Ellensburg, 44 Tri-Cities, 43 in Hermiston, 42 in Prosser, and lower 40s from Walla Walla down into Milton Freewater, 44 in Pendleton, and 48 degrees in Dayton. We will see a nice warming trend by the end of the week. We'll have that full forecast coming up over the next hour. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And for just about everybody except us, it's a 3-day weekend. America is celebrating its 139th President's Day. But how much do we really know about the men who've held America's top job? From Abraham Lincoln's family through a tree stretching all the way into Hollywood to the chief executive who got a speeding ticket in a horse and buggy, ABC's Danny New takes a deep dive.
Mr. Abraham Lincoln.
If you want to learn about our forefathers this President's Day, we unfortunately don't have a time machine like Bill and Ted, but we do have a stronger internet connection to look up fun facts.
My name's Forrest Gump.
For example, did you know that President Abraham Lincoln is apparently distantly related to Tom Hanks?
Yes. I don't get it.
Well, what if I told you that before she got married, Lincoln's mother was named Nancy Hanks?
But I'm still here.
Speaking of relatives, this man right here is named Harrison Ruffin Tyler, and he is the grandson of our 10th president, John Tyler. You see, President Tyler was 63 years old when Harrison's father was born, and then Harrison's father was 75 years old at his birth. Thus, we currently have a living grandson of a president who died before the Civil War was over.
Do you have any idea how fast you were going?
Well,
speaking of the Civil War, did you know that Union General and 18th U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant once got a speeding ticket on a horse-drawn carriage? Yeah, in 1872, he was reportedly pulled over for going too fast, got arrested, and ended up paying a $20 bond. A moment I wake up. It actually wasn't until President William McKinley, the namesake of McKinley High in Glee, that we would finally get a president who rode in an actual automobile.
You'll have to excuse me, though.
The hunt is afoot.